Hello there guys, and welcome back to another one with us, the Review Bros. And today we're going to be reviewing a gaming supplement called Midnight Energy. And on first glance it does actually look like a sleep aid, but it's a gaming formula. Obviously it does kind of make sense when you really think about it. You know, you're playing games, you're up late at night, you want an energy kick. This is the route they're going down. So it's going to be going up against G Fuel, you know, Sneak, things like that. And there's some big names associated with this brand. So the face of the brand is Kimmell Gaming, who's a big gaming streamer, you know, got a big following for that sort of thing, and TikTok. And actually part of the team is Ninja's brother, Jonathan Blevins. So some big names, some hype around this one. So how will it fare as we cover the taste, the price, the label and the effects? Is it going to be worth you picking up if you're into your gaming? You know, can it transcend over to more than just a gaming supplement? Can it actually work in the gym? Can it work as a day-to-day nootropic and an energy drink? That sort of thing. All of that we'll get through. Let's go. But first, if you are new here and you do like the video, please do give it a like because it does help us out. You know, if you like the videos in general, hit the sub button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews, because we put out about 3 a week. But let's get into this one. Okay, we're into that first segment, taste and mixability, and it is a little bit more important with these gaming supplements when it concerns the taste, because obviously a pre-workout for the gym, you're just going to neck it straight away and get straight down the gym. With a gaming supplement, you might want to treat it more like an energy drink, you know, you might want to sip on it. You're not necessarily going to neck it all in one sitting, so people might want it to taste a little bit better. So yeah, taste does have a bit more weight with this kind of supplement. Anyway, we've got the pleasure of trying Blue Raz Eclipse. Also comes in several other flavours: Solar Sherbet, Cosmic Delight, Northern Lights, and a limited edition one, Meteor Madness. So they all sound very cool. Blue Raz is probably wouldn't have necessarily been the one I would personally go for as a consumer. So bearing that in mind, as it's more of a generic kind of flavour choice, let's see if it's a unique one or a pretty run-of-the-mill Blue Raz. I've got it mixed up over here. It's settled for a couple of minutes, but let's check it out. Some little bits at the bottom, but to be honest guys, that happens in almost every supplement we mix up in a glass, so I'm not going to judge it too heavily. And it is only a small scoop actually. It is 6.2 grams, because obviously we're not going to be getting, you know, ingredients for pump, for endurance, and for things that you'd see in a typical pre-workout. So let's take a look. How does it taste? It's good. Yeah, obviously tried it a few times, but honest reaction on camera for you right now, if you like it. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's definitely not a generic, boring Blue Raz. It's got its own thing going on, different layers to the taste, a bit of kick to it, not spiciness, but almost fizziness to it. A nice sweet Blue Raz, no chemical taste whatsoever, no nastiness to it. Yeah, I'll have one more sip and I'll give you a score, but it's really good. Definitely way better than a typical Blue Raz. I'm really happy, yeah. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. And believe you me, I really don't rate Blue Razes across the board, generally speaking. So as they go, very well done. That's a good factor for this review. Let's move into price. Okay, so how much are you going to be paying to get your hands on Midnight Energy? You know, how will it fall in terms of the pricing as these gaming nootropic supplements go these days? Let's get into it. So you'll head over to their official website, midnightenерgyco.com, where you'll find it on there for a very respectable £34 for 40 servings. Very, very good. So when you break it down, do the math, it comes to 85 pence per serving. And that falls in, just as a reference point, I know it's not a pre-workout, but if we were to put it against our pre-workout scale in terms of how expensive they are, we don't have a gaming nootropic price scale unfortunately, it would come in at a 9 out of 10. So obviously it's not a fully fledged pre-workout, but just to give you a rough idea, it would fall in on the scale of being an extremely well-priced pre-workout. So, I mean, we're still getting energy, hydration, focus and vitamins, so you're still getting a lot of the elements you would see in a pre-workout. More on that in the effects section, and we'll touch on it obviously in the label shortly. But yeah, let's move into the next segment. Okay, let's get into this label. What are we getting in this 6.2 gram serving amount? So we've got a bunch of vitamins up the top. Vitamin C, B3, B6, D3 and B12. So obviously it's good to get your vitamins in. You know, if you are a hardcore gamer, you're probably going to be spending most of the day and up all night gaming. You might not necessarily have the most nutritious diet. You might not be getting out all the time during the day to get your vitamin D and whatnot. So we always like it, you know, when we get a good dose of vitamins in our supplements. So not going to sniff at that, especially with the audience in mind. I think that's a smart idea. Anyway, moving down to the meat and potatoes of the label, we've got L-tyrosine at 1500 milligrams. Good dose. Normally only see about a gram, so we're getting above and beyond here. Amino acid responsible for mood increase, focus increase, going to get you on the ball, focused. Then we move down to taurine at a gram, dose we normally see, another amino acid, a jack of all trades. It's going to help with hydration in the body, energy production within the body, and some focus benefits too. Then we move down to choline L-tartrate, 500 milligrams. Not the best dose. We normally like to see at least a gram when it's in this form of choline, and it's not the best form either. We like to normally see CDP or alpha GPC when it concerns choline. So yeah, we'll have to keep moving through the label, but yeah, it's not what we'd opt for if we was to formulate our own one. But it should still have some effect, but it's going to help with, again, focus and concentration. Then we move down to coconut water powder at 500 milligrams. Now this is for straight up hydration purposes. Obviously that's going to be one of the key factors of this supplement. Keep you hydrated while you're gaming so you feel good, you feel healthy. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there, and that is a good dose. Then we're down to natural caffeine anhydrous at 150 milligrams. So obviously it is still anhydrous, so it's going to kick in relatively quickly. 150 milligrams, that is like a very strong coffee worth amount of caffeine, around about an energy drink level, you know, in that realm. So it's not pre-workout levels of caffeine, we're talking energy drink levels of caffeine, and that's probably a good thing because you don't want to be absolutely tripping, you know, shaking and jittering when you're trying to concentrate in a stationary position playing video games or focusing on something at hand. So yeah, I approve of that dose. And then we've got a little top up of theobromine, 50 milligrams. Negligible effect at that dose. You know, you normally like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 100 milligrams of theobromine plus. But it's an ingredient in chocolate that dogs cannot digest, we all say that. But in humans, it helps with blood flow, energy levels, a little bit of stimulation, a little bit, and some mood boosting properties. So they've obviously put that in to pair up with the caffeine. And then we wrap off with Hupacea serrata extract, 1% Hupacine A, 5 milligrams. So we're actually getting a 500 microgram yield, which is definitely one of the highest doses we've ever seen for this ingredient. And it's responsible for memory, focus, concentration, getting the ball moving. So yeah, you've got a nice selection of nootropics there. You've got your caffeine as the backbone. I really like it. You've got your hydration. The only hole in the formula, honestly, is that choline bitartrate. I would either up the dose to a gram, or you know, even more than that, or straight up get a shot of it and pull in some alpha GPC or CDP choline at a good dose. But yeah, I don't think it's terrible having that in there. I just think that that's the only, as I'm looking through the label, that's the only thing that jumps out at me as like, oh, that's not ideal. But yeah, let's see how it translates into the real world effects in the several times we have used it. Okay, let's talk real world effects with Midnight Energy. Obviously, with supplements in general, you know, specifically with pre-workouts, which is what we predominantly review, sometimes when they're attached to these big name people, you know, influencers, just generally famous people within the industry, they normally like to do a bit of a cash in, you know, with underdosing, crappy labels, ramp the price up, make huge profit margins and say, see you later, F off, cheers for the money, F you. Now, this is pleasant with this one because that is not the case. We've just been through the label. It's better than the, you know, the rivals, you know, Sneak and G Fuel. Feel free to have a look and compare for yourself, which I've already stated that it's priced in that ballpark of those supplements, and you're getting a much better label here. So pleasantly surprised that we're not getting the, you know, the wool pulled over our eyes. We're not getting shafted on this one when it concerns what you're getting for your money and what they're putting out. So straight away, thumbs up, starting off on a positive note. So let's get into it. Used it a few times. Used it a couple of times at the gym and once when I was playing on my Xbox. So I just got the Xbox Series X because my last one broke. And I've been playing some Dirt 5. I know it's a bit of an old game now, but I'm easing myself back into the gaming world gently. So I used it for a good couple of hour session on that, and I had also played the game without any gaming supplements, you know, the day before. So I've got a comparison of playing the exact same game without anything versus with something to give it a true test, as well as the gym session that I've just done today for shoulders. So let's amalgamate my thoughts and feelings for you guys. Starting off at the beginning. So normally, well, this is where it gets tough, because do I address it as a pre-workout? Do I address it as a gaming supplement? I'm kind of coming at it somewhere in between, because I do think it is a versatile supplement that, depending on your sensitivity to caffeine and things like that, it's going to depend whether you can get away with it in a gym session or not. If you know that energy drink levels of energy and strong coffees, if you feel that, then you're going to feel this. And if that is sufficient for you to be able to train, then you're going to be able to train on this. So that's the first thing I'm going to be saying. Obviously, they're not going for the gym audience, are they? I'm just trying to look at its versatility from that standpoint. So first up, it can be used in the gym. Decent energy, you know, daily driver levels, you know, even lower than daily driver. Daily driver, we'd say 200 to 300 caffeine, or, you know, in the 300 mark milligram caffeine. This has got 150. So it's actually even more friendly than a daily driver. So it'd be fine for beginners as a pre-workout, fine for people that like daily drivers with lower end caffeine and they just want to prioritize focus and smooth energy. Thumbs up, you'll be fine with it. Anyone above and beyond beginner level for a pre-workout, I'm sorry, but it won't cut it for you. Not that, again, not that that's what the market they're going for, but just get it out there. You know, we're a gym supplement channel, makes sense to at least touch on that, doesn't it?
Savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
So on to the main reason why you'd buy this. Now that we've got that out of the way, the nootropic gaming element of it. Yes, you do feel definitely noticeably more switched on. There's no jitters, there's no crash, there's no nastiness to it, there's no appetite suppression. It simply gives you a nice, smooth, healthy, switched on boost. And I'd say the most noticeable thing for this, like very noticeable, is just how productive you feel on it. Like you actually want to get involved with the task at hand. So like, for example, again, I'm referencing the game Dirt 5 I was playing for the sake of this review. I kept losing this one race over and over again. I was like, no, I'm not having it. I just completely lost myself in it and kept hammering away at it until I eventually got first place. So that's what I mean, like whatever task you're specifically focusing on, it may take you an hour, 2 hours, you know, however long, but you're going to get it done and you will not be satisfied till it's done. It's that kind of tunnel vision, focus, mood boosting, switched on, productive feeling without any of the horrible jitters and things like that that you'd get from having higher stimulants in the supplement that you're taking. So yeah, it works very well as a gaming supplement. The energy, I would say, lasts a modest 2 to 3 hours. I wouldn't expect anything more than that. But then again, it's up. I don't really know how many times a day you could use this, whether you'd be able to, well, you would. Going by the caffeine amount, you could take this 2, maybe 3 times a day. But then again, we then factor the price in. You'd get through the tub twice as quick if you're taking it twice as often, yada, yada, yada. But we are getting 40 servings, so it will last you more than a month if you used to take it every day anyway. So thumbs up on that. So yeah, I mean, we've only ever reviewed, maybe I can count on one hand probably how many gaming supplements we've reviewed on the channel, and we always give them a little run in the gym and, you know, test out their versatility. This is definitely one of the better ones that we've reviewed. The label is decent. You know, if I was to make any recommendations to the formulators, I would say get a better choline donor ingredient, and I would say maybe double or triple the theobromine dose, and that really is it. I think they're hitting everything that a typical gamer would need with your vitamins, your hydration, your focus and energy. I can't say a bad point about it really. It's just little niggles here and there. So I do think it is ticking those boxes that it claims on the front there with the energy, hydration, focus and vitamins. Improves your gaming, improves your focus ability, improves your mood, improves your productivity, keeps you hydrated. I don't know what else you would want really. And like I've touched on already, it's priced around about the same as some of the rivals that are on the market, but with way better label and effects. And the taste is still good, so they're not compromising on the taste. So yeah, I can actually recommend this one. I would say if you're in the market for gaming, you want something that prioritises the label and its effects more so than just the marketing and the flavours, I would definitely say this falls into the buy it category, especially if you can cop a discount code, then you'll be absolutely laughing with a mega bargain. So if we do get one, I'll obviously pin it in the comments. But even as on face value, I do think that is reasonably priced, very reasonably priced. So yeah, this is going to be one of the better ones that you should definitely look at. So I would say buy it if you're in the market for this sort of thing. So yeah guys, without the risk of repeating myself and going around in circles, I do think that I've covered everything here. But yeah, if you've used this, let me know down in the comments, you know, what gaming nootropic supplements do you personally use? Are there any other ones you want to see us review on the channel? Maybe we'll try and reach out and get hold of them. But yeah, thanks again, and cheers for sending it down, guys. Thanks for watching, all of the usuals, and as always, stay focused.